lesson number 3 for hands-on algebra. What I'd like is to set this up, this problem, 4x's plus 2 equals 3x's plus 9. Now, we've been doing this, trying to solve for x using trial and error. Pick a number, see if it works out. If it doesn't work out, we go to the next number, we see if that works out. If it doesn't work out, that is a long process. Do you agree? Mm-hmm. So today, we're going to learn an easier way to do this. If you remember, the most important thing that I told you about algebra is that you have to have it balanced on both sides. This is the equal sign. Whatever's on one side has to also be on the other. Which means, in terms of our pawns and our cubes, that if I add something to one side or take something away to one side, if I can do it to the other side, it still leaves you with an equal balance. So, I have blue pawns on both sides of this balance. I can start taking them away. As long as I'm doing the same thing to each side, it is considered a legal move. A legal move, not an illegal move. If I can do the same thing to each side, I'm going to say it again, I will consider that a legal move. So, what can I take away from each side of this equation, one at a time? What can I take away?
3 pawns off each side.
I can, and I can do one at a time. I can take a blue pawn away from each side. Still leaves me a balanced equation because I took the same thing away from each side. As long as I'm taking the same thing away from each side, it is still considered a balanced equation. Benny, can I do it again?
Yes.
I absolutely can. I can take one blue pawn away from each side. Again, I took one away from each side. It is considered a balanced equation. Can I do it again, Lynn?
Yeah.
Absolutely. I can take one blue pawn away from each side, still leaving me with a balanced equation. Now, looking at what's on this board, is there anything that is the same on both sides of this board now? No, there's not. So, I'm left with a fairly simple algebraic equation. X plus 2 equals 9. So I have to think about what number plus 2 would equal 9. Truman.
Is it 7?
It is 7. Absolutely. So x has to equal 7. 7 plus 2 equals 9. Balanced on both sides. Excellent job. Let's do some examples. See how we did that. See how easy that was. The next example is 5x's plus the number 2 equals 2x's plus the number 14. And when we create the number 14, remember when you have cubes, you're adding them together. So it has to be a 10 and a 4. So 5x's plus 2 equals 2x's plus 14. Is there anything that you see right off the bat that I have the same on both sides of this equation? Truman.
You have, both sides you have x's, and you can take them. You can take 2 x's.
Absolutely.
On both sides.
Absolutely. I can take both sides have x's. I can take 2 x's away from each side. This side only has 2 x's. This side has more, but I can only take 2 away because I have to do the same thing to each side or it would be unbalanced. So I took 2 away from each side. I have a balanced equation. Now we have to figure out what each of these x's stands for. So 3x's plus the number 2 equals 14. Vanessa, would you like to take a guess?
4.
Let's try it. 4, 8, 12 plus 2 is 14. And we have 14 on this side. Excellent job. So that's where we still might need to use a little bit of trial and error. And that's okay. Fabulous. Balanced equation on both sides. Let's do one more example. I have 2 x's plus another x plus the number 4 equals 4 x's plus the number 1. So, I look at this balance, I see what do I have the same on each side that I can take away. Benny, what do I have the same on each side?
X's.
I have X's that are the same on each side. Let's just do it one at a time. Do I have 1 from each side I can take away?
Yes.
Absolutely. Do I still have 1 on each side that I can
Yes.
take away? Absolutely. Can I take 1 away from each side again,
Yeah.
Lynn? Absolutely. Is there anything else that's the same on both sides? No. So now we've reduced this to be as simple as possible. We have 1 plus X equals 4. What number plus 1 would equal 4, Tyler?
3.
3. You got it. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Same on both sides. It is a balanced equation. You have solved it. X equals 3. 3 plus 1 equals 4 on that side, and we have 4 on this side. Nice job.